Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon and good evening to all of you. So today we are going to start a very major topic that's related to the functional specification. Although functional specification many of the peoples knows how to write, but today driven journey will be complete the entire information about the functional specification, how to write it and many more that will be covered. So, what are the agenda we are going to cover here in this forum that we will be focusing first, and according to that, will be drive on. So, in the today agenda, as we already set up, we will be cover the functional specification, and that is the prior activities. Prior to that, I have to tell you a couple of things. When functional specification is required, whether functional specification is required or not, or what should be the right process for making a functional specification or writing a functional specification. These are the basic concept we must have to be know first. And then in that case, we can move towards what we will be do, what we will not do, which one we have to prefer, which one we are not going to prefer. So the first topic of the agenda, which will be covered it, what is functional specification. In these sections, will you understand the basic concept of functional specification and the functional specification document to be used while we are driving in the SAP journey. The second, which will be primarily focus that when we can able to use the functional specification as long we are in the SAP profile or who are seeking their career or driving their profile from a long journey in SAP profile. Also, all stuff of things will be learned it in this particular section. The third section, which is the most important sections, that is called how to write a functional specification. In this section, we are also going to learn whether and what should be the SAP best practice offering for creating a functional specification process, or else we are also going to understand should be the process we have to write the functional specification and in a single shot it will be approved. So best practice methodology also we can able to concentrate and deeply focus. The last which will be trying to highlight in this forum, that's called the demonstration. In front of everyone will be write a functional specification, will be teach you how to write it. Understand guys, you will get a comfortable journey, and thereafter once you can able to watch the entire sections of this forum, then you won't be find any kind of hesitations and you will be write the functional specification very easily. Definitely writing a functional specification will take some time because this is not much easy because it is the part of the project. So in the demonstration sections, although we'll be demonstrate the functional specification of international clients, domestic clients, as well as what is the best practice SAP offered, all these things we can able to give it. But this particular section, the section number 4, which we are writing right now, that also we are slightly included in point number 2 as well as 3 itself. So while we'll be drive it, that time will be explained. So before jumping to the today's session, I'm just thanking to each and every persons who are available in this forum itself, as well as I'm thanking to the Metaphor Consulting who is giving me the opportunity to showcase and helping out to the job seekers how to drive in this journey. In back end of the team, there are couple of members who initiate regressively for reach out to this live session and live forum. I'm also thanking to those guys and highlighted those names too. One is called Sivala, another one is called Asis. Apart from that, there is an IT team is being available. They can also help together to bring out this forum. So guys, for me, I just have to tell you, have a glitch idea. I have catering 20 plus years of experience in domestic as well as international project driven journey, started my career in SAP itself. Until now, I'm in SAP. Executed many projects like a big MNC companies as well as the big multinational companies projects, and that knowledge I'm practically going to share with all of you. So guys, let's be moved towards and have a fantastic journey today. So the first part, which will be deep focus, what is FS? Generally, everyone knows FS means functional specification. By the way, we can able to learn what exactly FS is being. So sometimes the interviewers is going to ask, what is FST? You have to know what is FST. So we'll be lit confused. If fresher will be generally get confused. I heard about FS. I read many blogs in the internet about FS, but I didn't heard about FST. Guys, I'll just have to tell you, FS or FST both are the same. There is no much difference at all. The only difference is called the documentation, up to document, and that also we can able to highlight you in the next slide, and we'll be show you many more live FS which we are having in our hand, where we are keep implementing the projects respect to the domestic and internationals, and there will be differentiate and explain you what is FS and FST. Despite of which, have to read it out the slight definitions that will be easy for understanding as well as to help out in front of the interviewers when they are going to ask this kind of questions. So FS or FSD are the initial driven journey towards custom development to record the subfloor user pain point to translate into SAP language and assign into a technical department for fulfillment. So FS means functional specification, generally used for custom development. Because for standard, you do not require any kind of functional specification. Precisely, whenever you are moving towards a custom development, custom in the sense organization specific. Why organization specific development is required? Organization specific development required for user flexibility, maximize, minimize the time frame which is being carried out in the shop floor, or else there should be a regular user pain which we can able to eliminate. For that, this functional specification is essential, and it is the preliminary document which we are moving into the SAP, and way forward all these activities will be performed, and finally the deliverables is carried out. Being you are moving towards the IT, functional specification means the document is essential where you are capturing all the informations. So this is all related to the functional specifications. As we already said, where it is being required. So functional specification, or prior to moving to the to understand where it is required, I just have to highlight couple more things. Generally, functional specification, when a person can able to start the functional specification, a user is going to start. User in the sense, whenever you are working in SAP, it's called it as a user, whether it is a functional user, whether it is a technical user, whether it is a consultant, whether it is a BPO, whether it is a technical lead, whether it is a analysis, all are in terms of SAP called it as a user, because you are using the SAP. Now coming to the point, whenever a user, let's suppose functional consultant, SAP functional consultant, respect to any of the module, material management module, production planning module, PPDS module, EWM module. So any of the modular consultant is wanted to write the functional specification. The first way forward is called it as the Excel document. It is an old methodology where the functional specification can able to write up. Nowadays, nobody can able to use the Excel document. It's the old process. Now the second process, which is generally following nowadays, is called the Word document, through which the functional specification can able to get created. What should be the template? Will be definitely discussed. What should be the functional specification will carry? That also we are going to discuss too. Now, which we are trying to highlight and present in the screen, that is the optimistic demand, and that is a entire tool which I am talking about, called it as a confluence. It's a modern approach. Nowadays, almost all international clients are using. They are neither using any kind of MS document, they are neither using it out any legacy tool instead of the Confluence. Understand, guys, this is a massive tool. We are working in Confluence, preparing documents, and it is an easy way of tracking. So the modern way approach is always help you out because you are coming into the IT platform. So the very next we will be learn about the FS journey. Definitely we will cover some sort of Confluence part. We are also going to display you uh, document and the methodology too. Moving ahead, understand what and when FS is going to use. So FS is precisely used or required. When we are talking about the use, it's required. So FS is precisely required for RICEF. RICEF is an object. I'll be explaining you what is RICEF. But all RICEF objects is FS means functional specification or functional specification document are 10% required. Without that, it cannot be moved forward. So RICEF is a kind of object which is being used in implementation project, in the rollout project, in support project, as well as the upgrade projects. So all the projects, RICEF is required. That means FS is required in each and every project. So let's understand about the RICEF first. So RICEF stands for report. What do you mean by report? Why the report is being required? Because report are two types. One is called the standard report, one is called the custom report. As I already explained, standard, which is already available by SAP through over the globe. For that, FS is not required. But yes, for the custom, for organization specific, for that, FS is required. So meaning of report is management review about the system and the process to be defined in an organization towards utilization of available resource as well cost. A organization required report because they want to know what kind of resources is doing which kind of job, whether they are idle, whether they are regressively work. Based on to that, the organization visibility, time, cost, manpower is being well utilized, and end of that which you are talking about, appraisal, that is being happened. Okay. So it's called it as a management report. Rather than that, there are many kinds of reporting is going to carried out. It's called the aging, what is called the inventory calculations. There are many things are there, but the instance of report is this. Similar to that, if you are required for any kind of custom report, which is being essential for the management prospect, let's suppose MD is requiring some cost related report, which is not sufficed by SAP standard, that you have to bring it out in the table itself. Then in that case, you have to write a functional specification. So the next object which I am talking about is called the I. I means interface. Interface is nothing called a communication between two different idle systems. Let's suppose there is a system called legacy system, .NET platform, and you are exchanging the data from .NET platform to the SAP platform. So the data mapping which is required, what kind of data you have to exchange, whether the data is in the proper format or not, whether SAP can able to accept or not, all these stuffs is going to be captured in the AFS while we moving towards the interface. So interface cannot be worked only and only for the legacy systems, my dear friend. Interface is also required and used between the SAP to SAP system too. So there are many kinds of interface are available, inbound, outbound, that you can able to go through and learn from the YouTube channel, which is already available in our forum itself, or else you can chat us. We can able to create another live session and able to explain it. Way forward, we will understand what about to see. C means conversion. Let's suppose you don't have any SAP systems till so far in your organization and you're using some legacy systems or any other systems. Let's suppose you use Tally systems or BAN operating systems or maybe some other applications, and from upsplitting that systems, you are moving your data to SAP systems, and once the SAP is going to be online, and that means you don't have the SAP systems in your organization and you are going and moving towards SAP in your organization at the first time, there you require the data because once the system will be live, the system will be entirely blank. From where you have to get the data or how the SAP can able to identify the data automatically. No, SAP cannot able to find. You can implement, right? For that, there is a tool is going to use that's called as a conversion tool. So conversion tool, that's the standard which is being available. There is a custom tool also you are going to be required for development. Because some sort of objects is like that are available in SAP, which is for which the custom development is required. And in that case, the conversion is coming into the part, and here FS is going to play the role. What kind of data you have to exchange, and what should be the data format, what should be the character strength, and what should be the volume of data you will be preferred. There are many functionalities is being available, and to which you are able to do it. Despite of which, the presented screen says conversion, also known as a data migration process, through which data gets uploaded from legacy system to SAP system with a less time duration as well as our data redundancy. Now moving towards the next object is called as means enhancement. Why enhancement is required? Let's suppose there is a standard screen is available, but it won't be fulfill the customer requirement or the organizational requirement. You want some sort of changes. Normally, I'm just giving you a small example. The small example is whenever we are going to create a purchase order to the standard by using ME21 in transaction code, that time what will happen? We have a standard facilities being available and through which we are sufficing the records. But some of the organization is going to say that no, in this purchase order we required to capture a few more informations. So how to capture a few more informations? We are adding one more tab in header level, precisely in the header level only. Preparing is at the header level only. So we are adding one tab called it as a, let's suppose called it as a custom in the header level, and that we are adding few more fields like weightage unit, like IO internal number, like LD processes. Like that, there are many fields we are going to add it. So it's called it as an enhancement. Standard functionality which is available by SAP that is required. Apart from that, there are few more information also going to be captured with respect to that particular information, for which definitely this enhancement is coming into the picture. The last is nothing but data list, but data as the forms. Forms is generally required for the legal activities fulfillment. A organization forms is kind of a report, but report will be extract the data from the database and display in a presentation screen or in a particular screen. That's called it as a dashboard. And this is also going to be work a dashboard. However, this also required some sort of defined template. Defined template in the sense it requires some image, it requires some company logo, it requires some company informations, it requires some digital signature. So like that, stuff things is required, which we have to fit it in the proper place. Let's suppose something is required in center, something is required in left, something is required in top, something is required in bottom. So for that, the forms is going to play a vital role. Will be displaying how the forms is look like, where the enhancement is also being, that we can log into the SAP system and able to show you so that it will give a clear idea before writing the processes. Now, what will happen? We will go ahead. So now, what we can do? We will go ahead for understanding the forms. Okay. So what is forms? Forms is generally a kind of report used in an organization to fulfill the legal requirement. Since it is an organization specific, designing and development always required. Now, going ahead, what we are able to do? Guys, just give us 5 minutes of the period, because here we are finding some sort of questions and answers we are finding some sort of job seekers are frequently asking some sort of questions. So let them answer those questions, and then we can able to go ahead further. Just give us 2 minutes of the period.
Hello, friends. Sorry for the inconvenience. There are some we understood and find some comments that there is some sort of audio problem. You are going to face it out. Just give for 2 to 3 minutes or 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes of the period. Will we identify really we are facing the audio problems here or not? And still also I am just going to cross check. People are facing some sort of buffering issues. Okay, however, just going to confirm, please check out your internet connections. For that you will be get it for that it will be the problem will be going to get sorted out. And here we are going to cross check the bandwidth is fine, and we will be cross check the mic connections, whether or we can able to choose some alternate mic very rapidly. Give us 5 minutes of the period. Thanks for the inconvenience. Steve.
Hello friends, welcome back. And also we neutralize the issue which we faced right now, and everyone can able to audible properly. Despite of which, if you guys are facing some issues related to the audios, please chat us so that we will be again rectify that one. And definitely, we will be keep improve, and we are going to ensure you in the next time onwards. Let's suppose after this session, we will be identify what exactly the issues is doing. We will be identify it. We already identified, but we will neutralize permanently, and you won't be face this kind of issues later on onwards. So here I am trying to display you all of things. Any other users who are being currently connected with just cross check and say of whether we can able to whether the voice is properly audible or not, so that it will be help us. We are giving the we will be ensured it out that we will be we will be neutralize the audio issue permanently. Now let's jump up to the SAP session and log in and understand what exactly report is doing, what exactly enhancement is doing, and how the functions look like. Then in that case, we will cross check how to write that one and what should be the writing procedure and processes. With respect to the domestic client, with respect to the international client, as I already explained. So moving forward, I am jumping to the SAP and logging further so that we will be understand first what is the custom report available in the SAP systems, and okay guys, let me cross check once again. We will be called for technical team so that they can able to identify the issues. Problem is not it's a topic. Is the audio issue has been resolved? Okay, guys, are you able to hear me, or still you are facing the audio issues? Okay, let me continue and understand it further. So I'm going to log into the SAP session right away, and there itself we will understand a couple of things. So while we will understand all these things, we will be captured, and definitely will be captured few more things over there, which is essential to learn itself. So first of all, let me log into the SAP session, and there I will explain you what we have to learn and we are precisely looking for. So I have my user ID and password, and once I can able to do it, So now I am in the SAP platform. So here, genuinely, how to identify the custom objects, go to SE93, press enter and put it as G or Y, you will be identify lots of transaction codes, okay, which is related to your objects, related to the custom objects. Out of which there are a couple of transaction codes which is being available, and that is precisely for this particular organization respect to this one, or considering towards your forms enhancement as well as report. So first of all, I'll be display you the forms, then I'll be display you the custom report, and then I'll be display you the custom enhancement. However, interface and conversion is also being available. That also I already insist that how you can able to find it out the custom object at your organizations, because we are not going to keep lingering and delay, because already we are in delay. Okay, we have to be learn many more things itself. Going ahead, I just have to put one more transaction code called YI53 here. You can see it. Once I can able to put YI53, then here you will find it out a screen which is called the input screen, and this input screen is precisely required for printing the reports. Okay, for that we require definitely some sort of data. So right now I am extracting data. We require some purchase order for printing this particular uh, form. So what we can do, EKKO, okay, here display it and go ahead for this activity. So now I just have to execute randomly so that the data will be extracted and display over here, and out of which I can able to fetch few sort of data which is being required for me, or else we can able to, or else I can able to identify which data I required for. According to that, I will be go ahead. So guys, I do understand our technical team is overlooked and they neutralize the audio issue permanently. So still, if you are facing the issues of audio, then please comment so that our technical team will be parallelly work. Now go ahead. So execute it. Now you can see that how I am executing, and by this way you can able to execute, and your forms is going to be if going to be printed. So this is called the form. So this form is being developed in the smart form. There are many way of creating a form. Smart form is nowadays is called the trend, but I just have to tell you it is also being obsoleted. The real world is looking for Adobe Home. Okay, so it is highly credible into the market. However, organization is also using in SAP script, which is permanently obsoleted too. Okay, now going ahead, this is called a form. This is the way you can able to print. I just have to give you a small idea that how you can able to print this form. So printing this form, you can directly go for the print. You can see here there is a print option is being available. You can do the print, or else if you want to take a PDF, then do here PDF exclamatory, it will be work. Okay. Our session is not like to generate the PDF, that is the reason I'm not going to generate it. Go ahead for the custom report. Okay. So this, since it is a form, we require a driver program, and this program is nothing called a report. So I'm just double click over here, and now you can see that this is a report is being developed, and according to that there are custom reports are going to be developed for these activities. Okay, so guys, you can able to understand what is the meaning of report and what is the meaning of your smartphone. However, this is a driver program which is required for generating the smartphone. There is a separate report is also available. The entity of saying over here, the entity of saying this report does not indicate this driver, which I am going to see it over here. But sake of understanding, I am just going to see it because we have some constraint of time. Will be take a new session, new live session where we'll be demonstrate each and every part of RICEF. Will be display you how it is being right and how it is going to be look like. But this session is related to write the FS. So we'll be concentrate on writing the FS. Now coming to the enhancement, just giving you a bit idea. ME23N, I just have to show you. You probably can able to see in your environment. This could be the extra enhancement tab. Currently I am showing it over here. You can observe it. There you will be finding out NP clause, IO number, total weight, and as well as the total weight unit. So these are the different field you can we are amending into the standard screen itself. It as enhancement and all sort of things before coming into the SAP. There is a functional specification is required. And how to write that also we are going to display you in this form itself. So let's jump up to the some sample functional specification documents. So I'm just going to open some sample specification documents. So functional specification documents we are segregating into these many parts. Okay, basically 5 parts. In the last, in the end, I will show you how to write a functional specification, and I'm going to give you 100% guarantee you are not going to write a functional specification on behalf of you. SAP will write it. You are not going to write a logic on behalf of you. SAP will write a logic. SAP will give you everything. You just have to copy and paste. That technique I will give it to you, because many people are afraid being a functional consultant. They are thinking what I have to do, how I have to write. You just have to fill it up. But what I have to fill it up, that will be get all the information from the SAP. That I will be give it to you on the last. So prior to that, let me open and double click. This is the old and traditional methodology for writing a functional specification. So in the functional specification, earlier you can say that ancestors, old age, old people follow the Excel platform where we can able to give this kind of information. But the process is same. We have an input selection, we have a program logic, what should be the logic is being there, and finally what should be the output methodology. Okay, so this is the old platform. Currently nobody is going to use. However, those are the companies are jumping newly and adequating SAP and not being listed further. They are following these processes as because lack of experience is one part. Another part is because we have the time constraint, we have the budget constraint, there are many things is in between. But this is not the right approach. Once again, I am just going to tell after you. But yes, this could be the considerables that people are considering. Okay. Now coming to the point, what should be the right approach? Again, the FS which I am going to see it over there, that was a real FS which we also prepared for one of the existing client, and this is not a good FS. I am going to tell you, my dear friend, this FS is a tentatively prepared 2013 or 2012, like, and it is a ECC project implementation. The project implementation was done in the ECC platform, SAP ECC 6.0. Now coming to the new era of the FS preparation. So now I'm just going to tell you and showing you one international client how they can able to prepare it. So this is an international client, Altia Europe. So it's a Europe client where the informations of FS we are going to display it out. So what will happen? You can see here, this is a one segment where the information is going to get started and how to prepare, prepared by, approved by, and a functional specification information. Since it is a ICE group, so it was going to be off. What should be the solution design? It is a S4 HANA S2P, S4 HANA 2020 environment. You can understand. And in which date this functional specification was written? 30th 10th 2021. And what should be the functional specification number? According to that, there are some sort of information since it is part by SAP and they are the golden partner of SAP. So this is activities is going to confirm. Now revision double, and what should be the double name, and according to that, stops of things is being there, like who is going to write. Some sort of italic name also you can able to identify over here, okay, instead of the real English language. Now this is the way it is being written, means what is the objective, then what should be the steps. I'm just scrolling it out, Okay, now what should be the informations you have to carry, and finally the process flow diagram. So after the process flow diagram, what are the changes is required and how the data will be fetched, what should be the logic is being there, and everything is being written one after another. Again, I am just going to tell you, this functional specification is right now no longer being used. This is also almost, this process is almost all being obsolete. However, companies are using, and we are following that process. Coming to the new era design, what is the trend of the functional specification which is being implemented in 2022 versions of SAP S/4HANA? This is a recent implementation which is being done by our people through the one of our study. So it is a S/4HANA implementation. Actually, I am going to explain you this functional specification and in depth what it is going to carry. So this functional specification is having many more informations. What are the informations are there that you can see it over here. So prior to that, let me jump up to the slides. In the slide itself, we are capturing few more informations. This is some sort of informations. This is some sort of informations which I am going to share across. However, okay, this is some sort of information which I am trying to share across. However, we just have to move towards the move towards the PPT, and there we will understand a couple of things more. So what we are going to learn and what I am going to capture over here, that I am trying to highlight right now. So understand guys, writing a good FS, only and only 30% of the consultant are doing. Rest 30% of consultant, once they understand how to write FS, they are just jumping it out and start writing the FS. Later on, it was not going to get approved. So without any identical directions, they are moving towards the FS. Now, so FS writing procedure. What should be the FS writing procedure that we have to learn first? So FS writing procedure to be derived in the 5 different steps and 4 different steps. Okay. Why I am talking about the 5 different steps? However, it is displaying the 4 different steps. The 5 steps is called the execution, and 4 steps is the milestones. So the first milestones is nothing called the header. So what header is exactly going to carry? The header will be carry the information which the documentary and which is the driving prospect. What do you mean by? So mean by is, okay. So guys, again we heard from someone that there is a mic issue. So let it be. Once again, I'll be called to the technical team, and they have to neutralize the issue. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. This time we are keep it
दोनों किस नेटवर्क में? Hello friends. So am I audible? Because still the technical team is looking it out to resolve the audio issues, and people are keep facing, and we are going to check it. We are going to identify in the chat box there are many audio issues is coming into the picture. Can anyone confirm that whether we are going to face the audio issues or not? Still we are checking it to more improve the audio issues, but let to be identify. Understood, Devjyoti, that no audio is okay, sir. There is no audio issue now. Okay. Okay, that's good that there is no audio issues till so far. So guys, can you able to hear me? Okay, so I do understand we can continue the forum. That's great. We received a message from Srila. Yes, you guys can able to audible properly. So let's move forward and understand further about the detailed integrity of the activities. Okay, so guys, the first part is called the header part. In the header part, what we can able to do, we will be cover what will be cover in the header part, right? So in the header part, we will cover the major part of the document information. So document information in this, what kind of what kind of document it is being required, what should be the FS name, referral information means referring to a referring document, and referral reference number. There are two things. And finally the BPML number. BPML is the very big chapter over here which I am talking about. BPML means business process manual. As we already said, this is just starting live sessions which we are carried out over here. However, in the continuous journey we will be scheduled it and able to teach you the live projects entire activity in a milestone basis. Once the header part is being captured, the next part is called it as your analysis part. The document contains the detailed requirement of user, pain point and system mapping, okay, which will be much more essential, and it will be cover the business requirement as well as the functional requirement. As I already said of, I'll be show you each and everything in the document itself so that it will give you clarity. In fact, I just have to tell you the implementation which we already completed in 2022 environment of SAP S/4HANA, and currently we are doing the implementation in 2023 latest generation of SAP, and that what are the FS we are preparing and what kind of tool we are using, that also we can able to highlight. Don't worry guys. Go ahead for the third step. In the third step is called it as the body parameter. In this case, the FS contains the detail and end-to-end process logic information to simulate the process. Input, that is the first parameter, initializations or validations, and finally output, how the report will be look like, or what should be the output of that particular activities for which you are generating the FS. And the final steps which we are talking about called it as the filler parameter, where we will be the summary of the object development and ensure about the steps of the successful implementation. TR volume means transport request volume, transition volume, these are all going to get mapped over here. Mapping procedures and authorizations are the two more important part, and definitely the test scenario will be come into the pictures. And the last steps which I am talking about called it as the final steps, and that to be the execution one, which is not being mentioned over here. So execution will be do it in the systems agile as by using the Word document. And understand it first how the SAP FS is being. Okay, so we are in the under explanations and understandable part of this particular FS. The FS currently, the FS design which I am currently designing in the presented screen or available in the presented screen is to be the 2022 environment implementation, which is being recently implemented. Okay, and what sort of documents it is going to carry? First is called the body parameter. Okay, so in the body parameter you have to write it. This document is precisely for the sticker and label printing. Okay, it's organization specific. Since it is a S4 HANA implementation, the file name is coming into the like this way. Okay, and the RICEF ID, what should be the RICEF ID? In the RICEF, we only and only learn RICEF, but here you can see it as the W. W means workflow. When you learn the complete journey of RICEF, that time I'll be explaining in detail and display you everything in the SAP, how it is being look like. That is the upcoming session, and prior notice also we can able to give it to you, like the today forum. You can able to join to that forum and understand it. What should be the RICEF ID? That will become from the RICEF itself. How to generate, who is going to generate, and will be generated. Everything will become sent to that topic, and that ID you will be mentioned over here. Similar to that, what should be the RICEF descriptions? That is coming into the picture. Since this particular FS is related to the quality management module, so project of the particular module is mentioned over here, versions, status, etc. And when this drafting is being done, this one, what should be the name? The name of the persons who is being prepared this one, and I just have to tell you and flash it out the name who prepared this particular FS. The FS has been prepared by a lady called the Siva Lassa, and she was the lead and leading these activities, and the role is being mentioned. Regarding to that, who is the reviewer who is going to review this particular object, and that to be done it, and who will be the approvals. So approvals are two different way, one from the business point of view, from the service provider point of view. Okay, one is called the service provider and one is called the service receiver. Both can able to approve, then in that case the FS can able to go ahead. And similar to that, if any project reference you are going to take it, that you can mention it over here. If you want to distribute this particular FS for validations, then definitely distributions is coming into the pictures. So these are all called the body parameters, which we already displayed in the presented screen, and I am going to say so of you, this is comes under your header part. Now the analysis part we can able to go it. That's called the business analysis. You can see here it contains many things over here, many things over here. Okay, but to that I just have to tell you this FS, what should be the RICEF ID, module, short description, whether it is a form or report, interface, conversion, enhancement or workflow, that you can able to check it, and complexity of this particular object development, that, and a priority. One is called the complexity by nature, in nature of the business, priority while you are implementing the project from the SAP perspective. So that is the way this particular driven journey is going to be get started, and it's always comes under your SLA, service level agreement, while you will be go to the support project. But in implementation project there is nothing called SLA, but there is called a timeline. So market applicable, that is being written over here, and BPML ID I already said of how to write the BPML and where it is being come from, and all these stuff we will be explained furthermore. And definitely there is called it as a controversy, that's called it as the result if is not being matched, or if a result is not delivered. Okay, then what should be the criteria you have to follow? We are saying it of this is not a legal requirement, however this requirement not suffice to the organ adamant, that is the reason we are going to choose it. The proper and appropriate you have to choose, because it will be go to the audit team itself. Now Whether it is a standard or custom that you can able to choose, definitely it is not a standard, it is a custom one only, and here you have to choose the specified one. Who prepared it? As I already said off, the functional consultant name, and who is the approver from the business side, that is also being mentioned over here. Since we already said off, this is a recent implementation has been done and this FS has been created so far. Okay, according to that, there are a couple of things we just have to tell you. That's called the business requirement, functional overview, and detailed requirement. So detailed requirement will become in the body section. However, in the analysis section, the requirement analysis from the business perspective and functional overview prospect, it will be written. Since in the present practice, the sticker printing get printed through QAIM patch. QAIM is another applications being used for surfacing the requirement of management module. If a organization not using the SAP and they are using some sort of other applications, then in that case QAIM is the very good application where you can able to prefer all stuffs of activity which is required for a organization. However, apart from QAIM, there are other applications is also being available into the market and through which you can able to surface. But the best and best is called the SAP. Nobody can able to compete to SAP, which SAP is being facilitated into the market itself. So now what will happen? They're replacing to the QAIM patch with the SAP one only, and for which we are using these particular activities. According to that, what should be the functional requirement? How we are going to move it further, and through which we will be go ahead. Okay, the functional requirement is it's a custom object which is being developed in S4H system, means S4S environment, and based on to the document number and intelligent system will identify the difference between sticker and label printing, because this particular program, this particular report, this particular forms is going to get print two different kind of labels which is going to scan by EWM system. Okay, whether it is a sticker, whether it is a label, and automatically system can understand, nobody can able to interfere in it. Once the receipt will be done, system automatically identify in backend that whether it is a sticker, whether it is a label. If it is a label, it will be print something different. If it is a sticker, it will be print something different. I will show you how the labels and stickers will be look like. It is being available in this particular FS itself. We attach it so that you will get an idea. Now will comes to the detail part, okay, which is we are speaking about the body part, where input parameter, initializations, validations, and output is being well maintained. Okay, now coming to the input parameter, this is the detail. This is the main area of your FS. Despite of which, if you are filling all the informations, but this information is not clear, then the next activity of TS cannot be complete, cannot be moved forward, and neither you can able to move forward for the next level. Neither technical person can able to develop this particular object at all. So first one is called the input parameter. So FS should be keen and clear. There should not be much more things is required, but there should be articulate things is required, which is giving you a right and identical directions to the users to understand it. Now coming to the point over here, what we can able to do, the part is input parameter first. Input in the sense what you have to give it there and what should be the outcomes, means what you inject and what should be your outcomes. So inject or input is called as your material number, then material document number, and inspection lot number. Definitely you have some sort of competency in the table as well as field, so that it will be help you to write the functional specification, and we also going to help you that SAP will give. Don't worry guys, I'll be teach you while to write the functional specification in SAP. In this forum itself I am going to teach you that one, and SAP will be give you all this information. Do not hesitate and brainstorm your mind at all. Till such a period, the intellectual SAP system and the marvelous ERP packages are available in our hand. But the thing is that slight we can able to use our brain, whether it is required or optional, because that SAP cannot able to give. Okay, so now coming to the point of the logic. Logic should be written
as the stepwise. Okay, what should be the initial step, what should be the secondary steps. So sometimes what will happen, we can use the table level, the most often used, and those who are much more competent, so beginners should be start with some table level. Since we are very much competent, so we are not using table, we are using functional module always, BAPI always. If you can see it here, we are trying to avoid the table concept, and we are jumping just BAPI. So BAPI will be eliminate your time, BAPI will be eliminate your performance issue. So many things BAPI will be eliminated. Okay, and BAPI also going to eliminate many kinds of coding prospectary too, which will help to write to the technical consultant. So now here we are in one BAPI. If you can able to go ahead, you can able to call to the another BAPI, and like that we are mentioning over here. So this is, again, I am just going to scroll up. The basic concept is don't be go inside much. Okay, I'll be explain you, teach you why, how to create FS by taking the help of SAP. In despite of which I am just going to tell you, this FS I was written by guidance of SAP only. I am not going to invest my mind at all. Okay, so now go ahead, how the sticker is going to look like. You can see here, this is called a sticker, but here you have to write it out where what kind of value will be put it, as like where and how this sticker will be look like, and which kind of data will be fetched up. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, similar to that point number 1 and 2 where the data will be picked, point number 3 the data will be picked, point number 4 the data will be picked, point number 5 the data will be picked, and point number 6 the data will be picked. Similar to that, this level, whenever the sticker is called it as a level itself, so this sticker will be printed, then what should be the size of the level and from which printer it will be printed, exactly how it is going to look like. If you are going to say that it is a very easy, then I can say that no, it's not a easy. You can see here, this is a very complex one. You can see here, and there should be called it as a FIFO logic has been written. So it's a complex one, but this complex we can make the simplest one, and that is called the SAP, that is called the consultant. Okay, now this is called the real level. There are two kind of sticker is going to print. One is called this one, you can see here, this is called it as a sticker, and this is called it as a level. Okay, and for this level again the logic has been written properly. Okay, and then will becomes to the footer part. Okay, and to the footer part, the logic diagram is going to written properly. Okay, how this particular logic will be work, and this is the footer part. In footer part, transactions volume, executions details, screens, data mapping information, authorization, data transmissions, error handling, unit testing, as well as regression testings. All this informations is going to be get captured. One more part is called the issue. This is the high important, means cross-functional issue or cross-functional integrations touch point is being impacted, that you have to mention data. Okay, like that is any appendix is there, then you can able to mention it further. So this is called it as the FS in the current trend. But guys, I'm just going to show you one more FS that has been written in the Confluence. We just downloaded it. It is highly credible, and it is being used only and only the SAP Prime customers. There are couple of Prime customers are available in SAP throughout the world. One of the Prime customers FS I am trying to show off right now. How it is being look like. It is something different right now. I have to tell you couple of things is being entirely different. Now you can see in front of your screen the FS is being available. See, again it is a S4 HANA implementation and 2020 environment. This is a AFS and has some proper nomenclature. This is an interface S4 core to IDLS system, autocall system. Okay, it's the interface for posting change. Now it is powered by SAP. This is approved by SAP. Understand, guys? It's a very important part which I am trying to share it off. The reference number, what should be the FS reference number, that you have to maintain. What is going to control? To control couple of new things you can able to learn it over here. Work stream.
In the work stream, you will be finding out one name called I2R. I2R is a process. Oh yeah. Now who is a approver? Since it is a international customers, then the international names, international people's name will be in the presented screen itself. Couple of new more things you can see it here. Extension tier. Which tier of activities it is come to be? It is an amber. Okay. Now the approach is called custom API till certain part. We understand. Maybe interface should be a RFC. Maybe interface should be a PI. Maybe interface should be a DB connectivity. Maybe interface should be a payload. But here the new concept is available. That's called it as a API. API means application programming interface, guys. Now, first of all, there is a ticket is going to raise in the Jira. Jira is a tool. Normally, ticket are being raised in the Excel, insert up some sort of customized and maximized tool. But this is a Jira. You can able to learn how the Jira can work. What is the activities of Jira? Also, you can able to learn what is the facilities of Jira and how the Jira can able to give you the better streaming and giving a better lifestyle maintaining and giving the 100% accurate result to the management. That's called the time respect to your money. So this is the Jira number you can see here. We can give it and all this information into the picture. Now I just have to scroll it down very quickly. The same thing will be come into the pictures, but couple of new things I just have to show you. The document information will become in this way because it is being provided by SAP itself. And although the document is prepared in Confluence is another tool, but here what will happen, the document which is carry the information that is approved by the SAP itself. Okay. Now what should be the business requirement? The business requirement, we have to return it over here. It is a IDLS auto call systems, and taking this many information, and this information will be passing from SAP system to EWM systems like store and stuff. Okay, similar to that, what should be the non-conformance management is being required and to be implemented or being impacted, that also being written it over here. What should be the 2V design, that also we are proposing over here. Now the detailed requirement. In the detailed requirement sections, you can see here what should be the non-conformance app is going to carried out in SAP and how it is going to look like. Then what should be the deviation from the standard? Understand, guys, this is written in SAP clean core process. So it is a new terminology which I am going to say today. SAP clean core process nowadays will be a credible. Nowadays it is going to take a big lead, and definitely upcoming implementation will be done by SAP clean core process. It is 100% true. If you guys wants to learn what is SAP clean core, start the learning right now, because don't do the further delay, and we are working on that. Understand that. Now there is one other thing is written, called it as a RAG classify. What is RAG? Retrieval argument generation. Again, it will be support to BTP. Okay, so BTP is also a new terminology which I am going to say it off. Okay, these are all the things is being required. So going ahead, whenever you are moving towards the clean core process, there should be SSB is coming into the picture. What is SSB? SSB means Service Standardization Board. There is a board who can able to approve your document. They can say that, oh my goodness, this document is coming. Now it should be approved or not. Oh, how it will be approved? What should be the process? There is a milestone SAP has given. That 3 milestone is there. One is called it as full-fledged of standard. Another one is called slight mid to the standard, and another one is called the red. It's not a standard, it's a fully custom. So one is called the green over here, and where I am currently highlighting, that's called it as a green, and the second one where I am highlighting, it's called it amber, and third one is called red. Oh, although you are implementing SAP, but you are not doing all the things in SAP only. You are just doing all these things in the customizations. Then there is no use of SAP. Okay, so guys, according to that, there are pros and cons should be written, and you have to write it out. Okay, so this is the new platform. By looking this FS, you guys can understand, oh yes, I do it, but literally I just have to tell you, it will be a big effort to prepare it, and it will take a longer and longer time to understand the documents. However, I am trying to simplify and able to tell you that how it can be help you out. And this is the normal process design that we are going to capture over here, and the rest all the things are similar to as it is. You can see it right now. Now going ahead, what we can do, I'm not going to kill all such of time to scrolling up and down. Okay, so directly jump off and understand how to create FS in the SAP by using the SAP environment. So in the last slide here, or in the last section of the Word document, you can see here we are just simply having a Word document. Open it, and the eminence of this Word document is we have to write a functional specification in front of everyone. Okay, so while we are writing a functional specification, we must have to know the requirement. So let's take a requirement, and I have to be explain the requirement first. Okay, what is our requirement and what we have to write it. Okay, so first requirement is, let me jump up to SAP. So first requirement is we have three different table in our hand. Okay, one is called the MAR, one is called the MARC, and one is called the MARD. Okay, one is called the MARA, which is going to AC16N. Let me go ahead, and here I'm just going to put it out the MARA. Okay, and execute it. Then what will happen? The system is going to say that, oh, these are the informations are available, material number is available, and by the way, the change number who is going to change this material, that is also being available, and material type is being available. So now go ahead, we just have to check the MARC table and similarly execute. Why I am giving this simplest example, because you guys can able to understand and know, okay, how to write the functional specification by using a simplest manner. Okay, if you understand this one, then definitely you can understand, you can able to make the complex to complex writing too. Okay, so in this section the material number is available, however we can able to pick up a plant. Okay, now the third, the requirement which currently I am just going to say it off, it's a business requirement. Okay, business, let's suppose that right now I am a business, I am giving the requirement, we required an output of this one. So material, plant, and storage location. So what should be the output? Let's suppose I have to open one document. Let's suppose I have to open one document over here, notepad, and going to show you. Okay, on one document. Okay, in this document itself, I'm just going to scroll it down. No, okay, let me move to the PPT. Okay, the PPT itself we can able to do it. Okay, let's suppose. Okay, just a minute. Win Word. So one Word document we can able to open it. Yeah. Or let's see, to better understanding, open the Excel. Okay, so what should be the output of the report? Let's suppose user is going to say that I require material number, then I required it belongs to which plant. Okay, storage location, okay, now have to move forward and understand that after the storage location, let's suppose material unit of measure, UOM unit of measure, and who created the material, okay, or who changed the material, change by. Okay, let's suppose these many informations I require, and it's just called it as a material aging. Understand that this requirement, simplest requirement, having the 5 different fields.
Okay, these 5 different fields output be required, and this is called it as a output. So what we can do, we have to create a report, right? How to create a report? So first of all, let's fill up all the documents. So reference number, if you have any reference number, you can able to put. Let's suppose we have a reference number, called it as a okay, so material management is the module, underscore it's the new fs 0, and related to underscore again it's a report, right? R, and looking material aging, mat aging, okay. So like that I can able to put some reference. Again the reference number will be get generated based on your BPML ID. So currently BPML ID we are not referring, okay. Now moving towards, this is the version 1, so put it as the version 1. So whoever is the presenter, currently I am the presenter and presenting, so that is the reason organizer is the presenter over here, and the functional specification is related to how to write the functional specification. In which date we are going to prepare? We are going to prepare on the 17th February, okay. Today is the 17th February 2024, so I just have to put 17th February over here, okay. So now what we have to do the next is called the title. So title is called the material aging, so material aging, AGEING, okay. So what will the file, what should the file name is similar to that, report develop for material aging, okay. Now RICEF ID, so RICEF ID will be being from the RICEF only, okay. And what should be the reference ID? Based on the reference ID we have to make some RICEF ID. Again it will be derived from the RICEF only. RICEF will depend upon your BPML, okay guys, understand one thing. So RICEF ID, I just have to put it over here, some RICEF ID. Let's suppose this is a report, so I just have to put R underscore material management module, and this one is related to your material aging, right? material and 01 aging is the first report. I just have to put it out. Small description, again report for material aging, okay. report report functional specification, you can write like that, fs for material aging report, okay. So what should be the project is related to the material management module, draft versions, and you can able to put the name, and the lead is called the material management lead or consultant. I just have to put it out. So or business owner, whatever maybe you are going to put it, CONSULT, and I just have to put it as a consultant, okay. The name you can able to put it as the organizer, hoster, or author, or presenter. I just have to put it as the presenter, TER, presenter, okay. However, you have to write your own name, okay. So if you are going to identify, okay, this is the deviations is coming, okay, and the font size and all that you can able to do it. You guys know very well how to do it. If you are according to that, you have to put it approval, you can able to put it over here, and the project information also you are going to put it over here. Now couple of information you have to put, RICEF ID module, again RICEF ID is in your hand, right? So you can scroll up and put all this information to save your time, okay. So copy this one and put it over here. I just have to show you, okay, how to do it all this, and according to that you will be do similarly, okay. So module is called the SAP to put it over here. It's a report is coming, and material aging report, material aging, okay. So like that you have to fill all this information. BPML ID, put the BPML ID. This is for the reporting. Whether the complexity is the medium, so I have to put it as a medium. I just have to put it over here. Same medium is being available over here. I have to put it over here, medium 2. And now the other informations, okay, not suffice into the standard, not available in standard, okay. Just have to put it over here, and here you are able to put all these informations, and that will be help you out. Now going ahead, requirement. So in the business requirement you have to write why this particular FS is required, and what is the city use of this particular report, okay. So you can write over here SAP standard will facilitate, SAP standard will offer
couple of standard report for sufficing or for meeting, you can write it out, for meeting the requirement of business transactions, and it took a longer time for data reconciliation, okay, to streamline or to eliminate the time frame and find to eliminate the time frame and do the rapid delivery required the report in SAP about the material aging. Like that, the business requirement is always comes from the business. I just have to write it over here. Similar to that, for the functional requirement, you have to write such a way there is a custom report going to develop in SAP for meeting the user requirements. Okay, like that you can able to write it. I'm not going to take much of time. Now coming to the point over here, what should be the input selection criteria? So in input selection criteria, you can put it as material name. Okay, so normally input field in a functionally first have to take a confirmation from user. However, currently I am also a user, I am also a developer, I am also a functional consultant. Okay, I am playing all the roles. So what I can do, I have to write it over here, material number as well as material or as well as put. Okay, these are all the two input field which is required. I have the very much competency in the SAP, that is the reason I know what is the field name of material and what is the field name of the plant. Okay, so material field name is MATNR, MATNR, and field name is, this is called the table name. Okay, so in the table name we have to write an array is the table name and the field is called the MATNR, and here we can able to put the table name MARC, and here we can able to put WRKS works. Okay, and right now we just have to put here, this is not required, and the description material, and this is called the plant. Till so far you guys may be impression in your mind, oh, the presenter is going to say it off, they will be show everything in SAP, but again come into the Word document and say that, oh, this is the things you have to write, that is the things I have to write. I could be find it out from the internet itself or digging my head and understand from the seniors. No, my dear friend, I'll show you SAP only. Just have a patience. Okay, let's jump it and understand. So SAP will be insist what we have to do, because we do not know the integrity. While we are talking about the logic, okay, while we are talking about the logic, we do not know what logic we have to write. Okay, so how to write and what should be the process we have to follow, that SAP will be tell. Let's go ahead. So open one transaction code which I am trying to say it off, SQBI, okay, and press enter. Now here just have to create a new quick view, ZMM underscore report, REP, okay, and go for create over here. Now here just have to put it out report. Okay, and go here for the table is there, choose the table join and very quickly enter it. Once you enter it, you must have to know couple of things at least. Where you have to find material, where you have to find, from which table you have to find the material plus plant, and from which table we have to find material plant and the storage location, which I already explained from the beginning itself when the user is giving you the requirement. Okay, the user may be a expert user in SAP, the user maybe don't know about the SAP itself. Okay, both kind of user you can able to get it. Now go here and understand the check conditions first. Okay, so everything is ready. System is going to say that no tables exist. Click the very near to that. MAR, why is the table? Enter. Now the second one is called it as a MARC, press enter. Okay, and third is called the MARD. The beautiful part you will be identify over here is system going to give you all this information very quickly as soon as you are entering it. You do not know what is the primary key, you do not know what is the foreign key, you do not know which table is having which kind of primary key. No need, SAP knows everything. Let me try and understand. Then on that case you will get a little idea. I am just dragging all this. Now you can see this material, this Mara table will be synced with the MARC, with the primary key of Mara Matner. Now MARC will be linked to the MARD table called the Matner plus works. Here Matner plus works is there. These are to the primary key. The symbol you can see it over here, and it will be easy to write. Okay, how easy it is being? So right over there, similar manner, what you have to do? Data extraction. Where to extract? Will we extract the data from the table? Which table? First table is called the Mara. TABLE. Okay, so first one is called the Mara. Then one is called MARC. One is called the MARD. Okay. Then the validations. What are the data validated? We are going to validate the data. Okay. What will we validate? Will be validate MARA Matner will be linked with MARC Matner, and similar to that MARC Matner is also linked with the MARD Matner. Okay, MARC Matner is linked with MARC MATNR, and MARC Matner is linked with MARD Matner. Okay, so similarly MAWorks is linked with MARC MARD works. Okay, same thing. I just have to show you. Okay, this is called works. I don't know the field name what is belongs to plant, and works is there, and Matner field name definitely Matner is there. Now how to write the logic? Okay, very simple. Pick the material, pick the material number from Mara table with considering the input selection, considering spelling you have to write, considering the input selection of material number, and similar to that, not pick, pink, pick, PICK, typo mistake. Okay, similar to that, pass the material number to MARC table when material of Mara table is equal to MARC QIIAL EQI equal to MARC material number. That's one thing you have to understand. While you are writing the functional specification, try to avoid the technical activities. Try to avoid the technical activities, because for that the technical specification, the technical team limited. Okay. You have to write as much as the functional words, but functional word that is considering the technical driving. To that, another thing, once data available, here also one thing we missed it out, along to validate, and this is called right, not required, this method number. So here, once data available in MARC table referring RIFF, referring to the material number, pass the record to pass the record of material number and plant to MAR table with the validation of material number as well plant selection on selection screen. Okay, so like this way you can able to write it, and finally you have to fetch the record. Okay, so once you will be write this information, you will be fetch the record. What the record you have to fetch, and while you are fetching the records, that time also you can able to put the conditions too. So what record we have to fetch? We have to fetch the record of what is in our Excel file: material number, plant, storage location, unit of measure, and change. Okay, so go to the SAP, because we don't know, really I also do not know what is the field name of material type, okay, here, and what is the field name of unit of measure. This is the unit of measure. Okay, understand that. Okay, so I'm just behaving like that. Okay, but I really know that one. Okay, so now these two fields we can able to take it. Okay, so MEINS means we have to take it from the Mara. Okay, and other informations also can able to pick up. Okay, so here what we can do, fetch the information of UOM from Mara table with the field name of, which is the field name MEINS, right? So MEINS, this is the one. Similar to that, what we have to fetch, rest, we have to fetch last change by. Okay, last change date. Okay, created on, name of the person who created, and name of the person, object change, AENAM. Okay, so here fetch the information of UOM Mara table with the field name of mains. I will fetched the field of AENAM from Mara table on behalf of changed by. Okay, so rest all the informations, then fetching of your Mara Metner is there. Okay, in also you can able to write also fetch the below fields value from respect tables. Okay, material parameter. So first of all, we'll call the material number is equal to MARA MATNR. Plant is called it as your MARC. Works then is your then what is the next is in Excel. The next is in Excel called the storage location. So go to the storage location. Storage location is comes from under your MARD. Again guys, I just have to show you where it's been. Okay, so it is in MARD. You can see here storage location is there. I am highlighting because why I am highlighting, because everything will be SAP gives to you. You just have to take a copy paste LGORT. Okay, so LGORT, and similar to that, what else you required? Else you required unit of measure change by. It is already available. Okay, so this is already written. Now in the output you have to give the proper format. So output is there, right? So copy this, make a highlight. Okay, highlight over here and write it same thing. MARA MATNR. Okay, like that. MARC works. So you have to write it out. Okay, and write it out, put it over there, make the highlight, make the bold, and put it in the proper format. Once you put it in the proper format, copy this one and paste it in your document. Here you can able to paste it. So once you paste it, then what will happen? Your output layout will become. Okay, so if you want to do the process flow diagram, what should be the transactions volumes? Okay, how you are going to use day-to-day transactions, weekly transactions, monthly transactions, that you can able to do it. Okay, while you are giving the selection criteria, understand that whether it is a character or whether it is a numeric, that you have to fill it off. Whether it is a multiple value can able to accept or single value can able to accept, that also you can able to do it. Data migration aspect, okay, whether it is required, data mapping aspect, one data will be mapped to the other data, means precisely for the interface related activities. No, there is no interface. One thing, understand how the value, put it as a n, it will give a clear indications. If you leave it as a blank, now you can see here I leave it as a blank, it won't give any kind of indications, it will be a confusion always. No value, put it as na. Okay, here error handling, definitely have error handling, you have to give some error handling related activities. Let's suppose if the data you are not entering into the let's suppose in input selections, error to be given in case input selection have blank value. Okay, so like that, blank name, blank BLANK, yeah, have null value. Okay, zero value. Okay, then in that case you have to put the error handling. I'm just giving you some sort of informations so that you guys can understand. And the rest all risk analysis, integrity related activity, risk analysis is required. If no, then give it no. Try to give those informations which is not try to give those informations which is very much clear for you and concrete it. And another thing I just have to tell you, always give those informations to the users and the functional consultant so that they can able to drive in the journey in a very fantastic way. Going ahead, what we can do will be understand some sort of interview questions, and which will be help you out in the further aspect, and definitely it will give you the another level of milestones. So I'm just jumping it into the FAQ sections before closing the today forum itself. Okay, so first questions is what is the use of FS? What is the use of FS? So the use of FS is FS helps to develop the for TS. FS means functional specification and TS means technical specification. And with benchmark with the technical team can easily decode the program logic. Okay, that is the eminence of FS. What is the next question? Next question is, do FS is a mandatory in project? Yes, my dear friend, FS is a mandatory for SAP projects. FS is essential as following to the SAP best practice and to run project on smoother journey. FS is highly essential. The next questions which the interviewers are genuinely asked, what is the latest tool used for writing FS? Definitely, Confluence is the marvelous tool, upgraded tool, demanded tool in this current era of the market, which is a highly paid one, and this is the latest tool itself for writing the functional specification. Going for the next, which is the more critical FS, considering to the X means which FS is the more critical FS. Generally, interface FS are the more and more critical rather than the regular FS. So moving and jumping to the interface FS, you must be clean and clear about the interface methodology, RFC connections, integrity, system design, field mapping. There are many more activities in between, but definitely will help you out. If anyone required, those who are available in this forum or watching later on, required regarding the interface related informations from top to the bottom, do comment. We'll organize a live session as like today. Going ahead, thank you guys for your precious time. Until such a period, if you are new to this forum, then do like, share and subscribe. We do it always. It will be motivate us. And we are just highlighting the upcoming live session will become on 25th February, and that time will be come with a different and innovative informations. And keep watching. Have a good day. Have a good journey with SAP. And this is the first milestones of your SAP life project. And will be cover each and every part of the SAP projects, live projects, and the live projects. Will become what are the methodology is going to come, what are the methodology we are going to implement, what are the methodology we are going to follow for implementing a projects and milestone basis. The upcoming live sessions will be give you all these details. Thanks guys. Thanks a lot for your precious time. Once again, I am very helpful to Metaphor Consulting team members, those giving me the opportunity to share across this kind of knowledge and bring through this particular platform. Thanks to all of you guys.